I love that Andrew's username became like self-fulfilling at some point, because Knackle Son of Knackle, which he didn't know at the time, I'm sure, is like sounds like the formula for salt.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
And he's like, I am born of salt and descended from salt, because his name is about being the son of another character with with almost the same name. Because Knackle Son of Knackle is his name from EverQuest. He made a character named Knackle, and then he made another character named Knackle, Son of Knackle, they have different numbers of K's in their names. And like then that became his de facto username because it was never taken, so he'd always use that everywhere, and now it's just what he has. But he's just known for, but now he's known for being salty.
Somebody in my audience created a Twitch quest for me. That's a new one.
A Twitch quest?
What?
Yeah. So if you
going
link
on a Twitch quest,
if you link your Twitch account with your Fortnite
is Dan
account,
Harmon gonna be there?
I wish.
I
I feel like Dan Harmon would be a person that I would like try and strike up a conversation with, and I'd come away with it with incredibly mixed feelings.
I feel like trying to have a conversation with Dan Harmon would probably be like
Survivor in danger.
like trying to have a conversation with somebody that just can't stay on topic.
I found a survivor over here.
Really? Use some help. No one's gonna believe we're gonna need a bigger.
Of course, I have a very, very low opinion of Dan Harmon, but I mean, the fact that I said that is already going to cause people to.
I like the stuff he's in,
so
but
whatever.
I can see why he's a divisive person. I'm actually really looking forward to the Game Grumps YouTube Red series, which is weird. I mean, because I was not expecting that I would like be looking forward to any of those.
Huh? Why is the stream broken?
There is like a paradox where like being like having a likable and enjoyable form of comedy often incentivizes a series of behaviors that make you not a likable person.
Yeah.
Oh wow! Ever since I think Wanderbot broke, my stream has been broken.
Oh.
Huh.
Bum bum bum.
Well, I guess this recording's going in the recycling bin while I try to figure out what the hell to do.
Have you still been using that program that you made, or is it just something else?
Tired.
Like the original. What am I saying?
What?
Are you using the traditional or like the original method of recording, or are you doing the instant transfer recording program that you had made earlier?
I mean, I'm still using that, but I still have to use OBS. And, oh, yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I have to, I mean, I have like a quick hotkey, basically, that I can just send something to the recycling bin if I know it's not going to be good footage. So I just hit that hotkey and made that entire recording session go away.
Bye-bye.
Okay.
Now they'll never know about your opinions of Dan Harmon.
That's probably for the best. I don't have a...
No, let's do a spoiler cast where we just talk about Bird's hatred for Dan Harmon and see how that goes.
I've never actually been exposed to any media featuring Dan Harmon except for Harmon Quest, so I don't really...
Have you watched,
No, she hasn't.
I probably haven't
Rick and
watched...
Morty?
No, no.
Survivor in danger.
No Rick and Morty, no Community, no...
Yeah,
what else is he a writer for? He's been around for a while,
most
isn't
of
he?
those two things.
Well, he's kind of like the McElroy brothers, where his podcast was also part of the reason why he...
Part of the gig.
Yeah.
Harmontown is kind of interesting, I guess.
He just puts his name and mixes it with another word, and that's all of his shows.
Well, it's not a... Yeah. I mean, Harmontown is a documentary
It sounds like
him,
YouTube trying to sell PewDiePie.
Well, they've given that up now.
Oh.
YouTube drama.
Yeah.
It's an industry unto itself.
Oh, I think I couldn't save him.
Oh, you failed him, and now he's dead. He's dead forever because of you.
There were too many of them.
Because of you.
I was doing it alone.
I mean, you can ask for help.
I don't have the time to keep up with internet drama anymore.
No, it's very
which
easy
has
to
been
ignore.
a very, very nice development in my life.
The only YouTube drama I'm paying attention to is that developer that's giving people copyright strikes, because that...
What's that?
I had to, like, make sure I didn't have any series that she could go after.
Yeah.
There's also the completionist thing.
Oh, I haven't heard about that.
Thing.
So years ago, the completionist partner left his show, and there was like drama about that, just like how One Game Grumps split up and stuff like that. And so like
that was years ago.
That's when I unsubscribed because it was literally like I literally like subscribed for 1 week. I'm like, hey, this guy's kind of funny, and then he left. I'm like, oh, it's just this other guy now. Oh, never mind. But fast forward to now, and that guy demanded that Gerard delete all of the videos he was in.
Wow.
What?
And so he's doing it.
And so he's actually doing it because he wants to put this chapter behind himself at this point because he's so sick of dealing with that for the last 2 years. So he's actually complying, and so he told everyone that like he's telling everyone like these videos will be gone at this date. So if you want to back them up or download them or whatever the hell, that's your time limit because they're going off the channel. And then but what's the most insane part of the scenario to me? Because like the idea of deleting old content that people aren't going to notice anyway unless they're like going through archive footage and stuff is one thing. But what's insane is he's like, I'm going to recomplete all of those games.
Oh.
Thank you for so he's going to redo all of them and make new videos for all of them.
My
I'm like,
God.
Holy fuck.
Well,
dude, the completionist is insane.
He might be actually insane.
Wait. So in that instance, was it like one of the two members of this group didn't want him profiting from their dual commentary Let's Plays anymore?
I don't know. It's all background he should, she should stuff. Well, actually, he said he should in this case, but like
he should.
Yeah, I said did it twice. But it's
you
all
didn't
like
say said, you said shed.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said it twice because I did it twice.
Ah, it's a mimic, it's a mimic, it's a mimic.
It's all background hearsay, so it's hard to say who said what and stuff. But there was a falling out of some kind.
Ah, I'm gonna die. And that fly.
And I don't know if like maybe the other guy's been like repeatedly harassed about it for years and just wants the evidence of it gone, so people stop talking to him about it or something. But this then like Streisand effect probably takes place if that is his intention because they're totally gonna just extra do it now for at least a bit.
Yep.
I want to see a channel do like a dramatic falling out as like a marketing gimmick when they have like 100 subs.
I've seen that. No, I've most definitely seen that.
What? Are you serious? Like people like actually intentionally trying to like have internet drama to get subs?
Yeah. I had to deal with that today actually.
They will try anything.
Yeah, so I'm the moderator. I'm the sort of moderator of the Let's Play Discord channel, and not exactly.
When's the last time you looked at it?
When I was asked to earlier today because somebody had it out for another person. And it wasn't like for growth necessarily, but apparently there's like this group of YouTubers that have been super toxic to everybody else and like super defensive and like kind of like we'll help you grow your channel, but like not really. And they're just kind of, as far as I can tell, a bunch of leeches.
So you are real.
I know there was an instance on Twitter where people had gone to a gaming convention and some girl had gone missing, and everyone was like, "Oh no, you know, share this around Twitter." Oh, did you see that? And then it turned out she was just like at the casino. Wait, that was it?
I heard that she was hooking up with somebody.
Well, there were like rumors afterwards.
I like how that sentence is like, you say it, no you say it, no you say it, we'll say it together. Wait, what?
Well, afterwards I had heard that like, because her boyfriend apparently is also on Twitter or whatever, and supposedly she wasn't even contacting him, so people were like, yo dude, maybe she is cheating on you. And so was it actually confirmed that she was?
I don't know, nor really care.
But it's one of those situations where because so many people were retweeting it and stuff, they got tons more followers, and it's like,
oh wow.
But
I'm gonna close out Fortnite real quick, then rejoin to see if I can fix the streaming issue I'm having with it.
Okay.
But I'll be back in like seconds.
I'm surprised that.
Just kidding, I'm never coming back. Goodbye.
Oh.
What we should do is we should have a big falling out.
No. We've already had one of those this year. I'll pass.
We already did a falling out on our podcast. It's fine. We've covered that.
We did?
Yeah. We called it rebranding.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, we did that.
We had a quiet falling out, like fucking professionals.
Yeah.
That was nice.
It's not so much
we have to do 2 more 9+s. I have to download 4 medical records.
It's working now for me. I can stream it.
Oh, download 4 medical records and successful missions. Complete 2 9+. So we have to do more 9+.
Oh my god, you guys are only on page 7 out of 10.
I know, we have so many years.
I'm on quest page 8 out of 10.
Okay, yeah, so you're like a little bit ahead.
Can you feel the grind tonight?
Okay, so I'm looking at this now. You have to do 3.
It's like hours. It's before we can get to the next tier.
Because like the knack, I believe, is complete 2 more mission.
Did anyone else just like stop caring about what they put in the sticker book and they just jam everything they can? In
yeah. Oh yeah.
Because like screw it.
Yeah. Now that I've got some
just
legendary,
that's not purple.
Yeah. Well, for me, now that I've got some legendary weapons, I'm like, well, I'm never going to be using anything else, so I guess I should really jam everything in. I don't do it with traps or survivors, but like guns, I'm not using these.
I put every gun, trap, survivor, everything that's less than purple. I just throw directly into it immediately.
Yep.
I'm gonna do that real quick.
Everything else, I feel like maybe I should double check a little bit. It pisses me off still that when you click on a category on this thing to expand it, it doesn't auto scroll so that the expanded category is on screen.
I know this interface.
You have to like highlight. You have to press A and then scroll down to see what you actually exposed by expanding it. Ah, crap.
What are crystal weapons, by the way? Do I even
They're
want to
rare.
know?
Probably super high-tech advanced stuff.
It's another rarity above the other rarities, above the other rarities.
I had asked John Bain about it, seeing as he knew, maybe. And his answer was confusing. Har.
I like that John Bain probably hears that joke less than we do at this point.
SEO is a bitch, though.
Wait, how is John Bain linked to Total Biscuit?
Total Biscuit's real name is John Bain.
Yep. So, because I was trying to find John Bain after we collaborated with him on PUBG, so I tried looking him up online, and he's the 3rd John Bain you find after 2 other John Bains.
Yep.
Being Total Biscuit, and then some person that I think runs a Spanish channel, but their name is John Bain. It's up there with like how I got a message today about I think it's
something.
Spacebound or something, and if you look it up online, Google's like, "Did you mean Starbound?" I'm like, "Oh, that's a bad sign for your future." R.I.P. developer. Maybe we'll want to check that one first or something. I don't know.
Unfortunately, YouTube is starting to do that Facebook thing where it's like, you've gotten a notification. What is it? New video from the Gorillas. I'm like, I'm not subscribed to the Gorillas. I don't watch the Gorillas. Why are you telling me this?
Were you getting notifications about it?
Yeah.
Like emails or something?
No, like, you know that little bell symbol for your...
I never click on that because it's always like, you have 500 comments. I'm like,
this is not a I turned that off. I turned that off so I wouldn't get a...
You can turn off the comment notification? Oh,
yeah, you can. There's like a little gear in there, which is great. Yeah. Alright, so are we doing one more mission?
I think so, yeah. Yeah, I need to fix that because I have a constant number on the corner of every tab, and it sucks. And we do another 9+ or something.
Alright. I will be dragging us into a high-level one.
I've gotten so haphazard with the Skinner box in this game. Just because I'm like, there's always so much more. There's so much Skinner box.
Yep.
If I sell something I need, it'll come back.
Yeah, true.
I'll just find more of it later.
Some cards have sat around since I've gotten this game that I've never used, so...
I'm just retiring stuff or sticking it in the sticker box book constantly, so I can then level up my guns more and stuff like that.
Hola. Me amo.
I should sticker box all of my purple melee weapons because I already have a legendary melee weapon schematic, so that's never gonna get used. And then I can level them up in the Skinner box,
which exists to be a Skinner box of memories of past Skinner boxes.
It's It is straight up like the museum for it's the insect
item?
museum from Animal Crossing.
So
why does Mars keep falling back down?
Well, I mean balloons
Why is he
lose
dressed like snow?
pressure after a while.
They don't.
He looks exactly like snow from the loading screen, right?
Maybe. Yeah, it kind of does. So.
Oh, you're talking about snow from Final Fantasy. I see.
Yeah.
It's a little tainted now, but I absolutely loved the, in the middle of, like, the big YouTube drama a while back. I don't even remember what it was. Oh, right. The Fine Brothers stupid YouTube drama thing.
That feels like it was ages ago.
Yeah, but that was, like, a year ago.
Is this a perpetual jumping zone, or is this just... Oh, it's the tires.
You're on tires.
They sold that
tires.
so wrong.
Yeah, they really did.
Like they managed to there are ways to sell the idea they were trying to sell without being sounding like the scummiest monsters ever.
Yeah,
but the trademark part was fucked. Like that was fucked. That part, but the part where they're like, "Hey, you want to be Fine Bros Miami?" basically is like a thing you can do. Yeah. I mean, that's what Rooster Teeth does when it hires like 17 different Let's Play channels to call parts of Rooster Teeth.
Do you still aspire to, like, work at Rooster Teeth? I don't remember.
I aspire for stability.
Fair enough.
The only thing better than doing this job this way is doing this job when somebody else is in control of all the money. And, like, it's part of a giant company where it doesn't depend on literally just your show and only your show always being the thing that performs.
I'm looking forward to becoming a millionaire.
Also, Rooster Teeth looks like the coolest working environment
ever.
It does.
It does. My one fear with Rooster Teeth, and I'd have to like look into how this works, is like if I did get hired by Rooster Teeth somehow, the idea of like
is whether or not you have to keep doing your job or not.
Well, yeah, it's like would I have to sell my actual the rights to my actual channel? Because that is the
almost assuredly you'd have to do some sort of rights transfership, yeah.
And that scares the shit out of me.
Yeah.
I mean, from the perspective of Rooster Teeth, there's no way they would buy somebody and not, like, also acquire, like, a lot of the IPs that go along with it. It would be a really terrible idea on their part.
Cause yeah, I'd be hella down for, like, partnering with Rooster Teeth for, like, X number of years. And then...
what do they have? They have Funhouse, Achievement Hunter, Game Attack.
Couch Shop.
They have Pine 7 is the new one they have. Pine 7's that Steven Septic guy.
Yeah.
Like, they just keep adding more.
I mean, it makes a lot of sense. You kind of go the way of Machinima, you pick up a bunch of YouTubers.
Yeah.
That,
but, like, those are all, like, those are, like, the equivalent of what Fine Bros was going for with React World. Yep. Just picking up sub-channels, basically. But they said it in the scummiest way possible, and they also did the whole part where they talked about trademarking the very concept of their really unoriginal idea. And I'm like, you think reaction videos are new? Have you seen Japanese television? Most Japanese television is look at this thing happening while random celebrities are in the bottom corner in a face cam. Like, that's so much of Japanese television. Constantly.
I was watching the trailer for Dragon Quest Builders 2, but it was like... It wasn't a trailer, it was like the Japanese PR people. God damn it.
Oh my God, I recognize that shitty filter. They're using some of the posters are just just pictures people took of real life, and then they use the cutout filter on it.
I want to see.
Which always looks the same. Like the cutout filter always looks exactly the same, no matter what you use it on.
I'm almost there.
And it's it's like an Earthen view and stuff like that.
So
Earthen view, Jesus, that's an old editor.
So I was watching the teaser release whatever stuff for Dragon Quest Builders 2.
Oh.
And there was like a panel of...
That's some low effort asset, right?
There was a panel of like 4 or 5 Japanese people, maybe a couple women, a couple of men. And so somebody was kind of showing off the individual features, and it was so like hammed up like reaction stuff. So like for example, they like leaped off a cliff and like one of the women starts screaming like, you know, no, you're gonna die or something like that, which is like super hyped up already, like, you know, Anthem levels of like campy. Yeah, but then they like fall in the water and then sink, which is something you couldn't do in the first one, and everybody was like cheering wildly and like freaking out. And I was just like, what the fuck? What?
I'm tired.
And the actual designer is in the audience crying like the Rabbids presentation.
Yeah.
Like, this is my dream. It's all coming true. He fell in the water a bit.
To be fair, like the reaction
turnaround on that Rabbids.
Yeah,
the reaction to that Rabbids game has been absolutely fascinating to watch.
I think that is actually the fastest I've ever gone from complete disinterest to I actually want to play this game now.
I mean, the worst part about the game is that it's Rabbids.
Yeah.
And everyone now is like, well, hang on, this actually looks like it's really fun, and now people are like, somebody cried. We must love this game now. It's like the most arbitrary thing I've ever seen.
It looks genuinely fun because it's XCOM, but with stupid Mario World physics, where it's like, here's a warp pipe that goes across the map and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And like, it also because it's an abstract fantasy world instead of being a like serious, grounded, like cover-based shooter with sci-fi elements, they can be completely ridiculous with new stuff that introduces new tactics and gameplay mechanics. And that stuff looks really cool. I really hate looking at the Rabbids.
Yeah, well,
I hate it. I don't
so
like
here's
them at
the
all.
thing. I've made Rabbids games. I hate Rabbids.
Oh.
And I'm willing to like put that behind me in favor of, you know, playing a good, decent game.
I hate Rabbids because I feel like they're all every time I see them, it's a replacement of what could have been a Rayman game.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
Which and Rayman is like one of the best platforming franchises now.
Yeah,
Freaking Legends was incredible.
Yeah, because they didn't screw it up.
I actually ran through one of those portals, did absolutely
nothing. I just did it too, just to see if it would happen, and it was pretty funny.
I used my first rocket launcher, because I could. My target was asleep. And now he's dead.
You know what's been kind of funny? This entire playthrough this evening, Shell has been like super on point with talking about the game. And we have been like completely not able to stay on that topic.
Oh yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Do you know who we are?
It's been quite a... Well... I'm just saying, like, it seems like it's a little bit reversed from how it usually can be.
Yeah.
Well, you have interesting things to talk about that I'm not really privy to, so I'm just like, I'm gonna react to what's around me.
No, I'm just observing. I'm not making judgment calls or anything.
Oh yeah. Shell does not give damns about, YouTube
this is Bird home from work.
Well, I mean,
the last thing he wants to do is make judgment calls.
When I did ask what my role in the group was, he's like, "Oh, you're the dits," and I'm like, "No,
what?
You're not supposed."
I was
to
calling
say that.
So I was calling Shell ditzy because she left stuff open in like an unpowered slow cooker for 10 hours straight yesterday.
No, it wasn't 10 hours.
Yes, it was from 4 o'clock, from 6 o'clock to 4
I've been
4
very
in the morning.
distracted lately.
Yeah,
I agree.
So from 6 o'clock to 4 in the morning,
ditz.
there was chicken sitting in the crock pot, uncovered, and I was like, "Hey, Shell, don't forget to like, you know, set this up because I got to start working and whatnot." And she's like, "Yeah," and she like gets up to do it or something. I'm not entirely sure about this part because at this point I was recording or editing videos or something. Later, I'm like, I should be smelling like crockpot right now. Okay. So I leap up from my recording to get over and be like, Shelly, like,
I was sick.
Can you get this going? No. This is 2 days ago, not yesterday.
2 days ago? Well,
Yeah, so you weren't
I
sick.
Showered.
You were just putzing in the room, wating
I like how she has a
the
prepared
French
excuse for every day that you could play in the sun.
She was watching French Beauty and the Beast, which is insufficient excuse. But so I get her to get going because I go back.
It wasn't
I
really
went
well
back to the stream.
Beauty and
Well, no. You're not off tracking your public shaming here.
I was trying to publicly shame you for calling me a ditz, and now you're trying to defend.
I am rebutting as hard as I possibly can.
That particular definition is just—it's not something that anyone would aspire to, and it's too often attributed to women. So I take great offense at being called that, especially
so anyway,
by you.
So she puts it in, she gets it all prepped and spiced and whatnot, and then she walks away to go watch more French Beauty and the Beast. A couple hours later, I'm done, and I'm like, I'm still not smelling it. What's wrong? She hadn't plugged it in.
Yay!
Man, I didn't expect to hear any of that.
Well, you're the only one that eats it anyway.
You should. It's delicious. You make absolutely, like, wonderful slow-cooked chicken. And or pork.
This
is why I hold it against you so much. You ruin it. That's like the fruit of the gods missing.
What?
I'm hyping up your cooking here. It's good stuff.
Take more offense to it.
Yeah.
I learned how to cook eggplant parmesan. That was really, really tasty.
And how did that work out?
It's actually incredibly easy recipe.
Oh yeah, I love eggplants. Except Carl never. I wish he liked eggplants.
I mean, I would be willing to eat it if you cook it for yourself.
Then he learned to like spinach.
Yeah, she made sag paneer. Apparently, homemaking cheese is like the most wasteful thing ever, because like
you use several cups of milk just to make like a couple ounces.
A handful of cheese. It was odd.
They're like a couple that you invite to play Pictionary, and then every category like inspires them to like go off on
their entire relationship.
Yeah, exactly. They just start talking about their relationship, and you're like, okay, it's been 20 minutes. Who wants to go next?
Like, is it a cow? You always do this!
Oh my god. Thank you for putting it so succinctly, Keith, because I wasn't sure if anyone was gonna have a clue what the hell I was talking about.
No, we are definitely like hitting that old couple phase where like we have minor grievances that we like.
It's like doing charades, like typing. Oh, an account, like that bitch Cheryl.
Oh. Good lord.
Yes, I too watch media.
Oh man. Wander, you can't just tear up every building that's next to like the objectives.
Yes, you can.
Here, let me help.
You can. And if you want, you can use explosions to do it.
Can you?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I really wish I could.
And then do it.
I actually really wish explosives
you can
were
light fireworks while you're doing it to make yourself feel better.
The fireworks are specifically
Pointless.
for like disaster points.
You guys still haven't activated the van?
No, I wanted to clear out this building so I could shoot.
Which I would love to put the blue bow in the van, except I didn't realize there was a door until just now.
It's actually ready to go.
I'm usually just trying to climb up the spots that I've looted them.
Oh, in retrospect, I should probably slap down some traps.
Yeah.
Nah, it's a trap building game.
Well,
in name only.
I mean, oh shoot!
I found server racks finally, Wander. They're all in one spot. I found an entire room full of server racks, and now I've completed the quest instantaneously. I've been waiting for multiple sessions to find those.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've never found them.
Wow.
Wow.
Really? I found them like on the, I think on like the first mission that I had to like look for them.
It was a daily thing that I've had just stocked up for a while now.
Huh.
Found them on the top floor.
If you guys have got any, if you guys have any traps, you might want to put them down. These missions are not.
Oh, that looks like fun.
I mean, we're probably fine. They'll save birds some
just put down
ammo.
traps on like every available space.
I don't have any ceiling traps.
I don't know if I have any ceiling traps.
I have ceiling traps.
Remember,
but
you can also extend them out like
just
a little
defend me
bit.
for enough time to allow me to get them. All
Okay.
right.
The ceiling gas trap. Clink.
Never mind. I'm getting attacked by bees.
Well, I wouldn't stand in
Yeah,
front of the base that they're trying to attack.
Put that wall there.
Okay.
What role do I fulfill in the group then?
You
This is
can
not
watch.
a conversation I want to be having.
I mean,
you're man.
You're like Skitter,
Oh no!
Oh no!
but before
no.
they gave him the equipment and he leveled up.
He's sad sack. He's Ted.
Hey everyone, Birdcatcher Games here.
Oh,
To refer to a show that bird hates. He's Ted.
So, I'll be playing a game called Fortnite, and, I don't know if I'm gonna do a good job, but hopefully you'll have fun watching. And if not, that's okay.
Yeah, I remember Fairy Solitaire. You sound exactly like that. Definitely.
Oh, Fairy Solitaire.
Wait, who's calling for help?
I think there might be a survivor.
30 seconds left to go.
Where?
I don't know. Did you know that Fairy Solitaire is like a 6-minute video?
Oh, there he is. He's getting pummeled.
I can only watch me playing Fairy Solitaire for like 30 seconds before I'm like, yeah, okay, this video's too long.
Hey, we just filled that.
That should tell you something about my feelings about Fairy Solitaire.
Yep, but it's immortalized.
Yeah.
I think the only series of yours I've actually watched through to completion was Scribblenauts.
Damn. It's an
I like
old
that
series.
It was a good one.
It's like the first series I ever did.
Well, part of the problem is I've been in like all of your other ones since.
I know.
Switch when you're ready.
That is true.
Check your map for updated storm intel.
For chunks of time, your channel is like Wanderbots' channel from an alternate perspective.
Yeah, it's a damn shame.
Bend the van.
I have only myself to blame, though.
We've got a bonus in play.
These pieces of floating building are just absurd to look at.
Oh no, I'm trapped inside now because there's no door out of here.
There is a door out of there, in fact.
No,
oh,
somebody,
shit.
it got brokeled.
How'd it get brokeled?
Somebody whacked on it. Somebody whacked on it.
Bert, there's a door directly to your right, behind you.
Oh.
Right there.
Oh, goody. There's enemies, too.
Yay, they were waiting for you. Huzzah. Celebrate bird times.
So good.
With the kazoo, just like... I can't make a kazoo noise. I don't know if it's possible for the human body to make a kazoo sound.
I mean, we did make a tool for that for a reason.
True. Made by none other than Albert Kazoo.
You're essentially doing the equivalent of like, what if I mine this with my hands? I'll just punch rocks.
I've played enough Rust.
I am Atticus Kazoo III.
Atticus Kazookakus.
I've played enough Rust and Ark to know I can mine rocks with my bare hands.
My grandfather was a kazoo smith. My great-grandfather was a kazoo smith. And my great-great-great-grandfather was an actuary.
The family has a long memory.
Before that, ragamuffins.
Like what happens when there's just the whole familial business and it keeps being passed down from generation to generation, and what happens when someone's just like, I don't like making jam, and they're like, no, but you're a smucker, you need to continue.
The business dies.
You're a smucker.
You're a smucker.
Well, I remember specifically there was a commercial that they had with like the little kids picking berries and stuff, and they're like, we love jam. We're gonna keep.
This is the only thing they feed us, so it's the only thing we love.
Father, I would like to go to public school with the other children.
No, you're going to jam school, Billy.
Smucker University.
You're going to Smucker U. We're gonna learn how to.
Population U.
We're gonna learn to make some Smuckers.
Yeah, you're gonna learn yourself the family business.
But Father, we live in America, and I could make my own dreams.
Not with that accent, you can't.
No son of mine is gonna be a civil engineer.
You're practically asking for economic abuse.
But I wish to make dams. I wish to make dams, Father. It almost sounds like jam, but it has a D instead.
Also,
it becomes
like
this lifelong quest for him to subvert his accent and become something other than an exploited child.
Also, what do CEOs of companies like that even do anymore? They're not handcrafting the jam. They probably have workers and machines to do that. They probably have
it's still one dude.
That's why it's really important That like Edward Smucker, the
one guy stomping in a barrel. He's got great calves.
Takes up the family business.
Got these amazing grape stomping calves.
Ain't no. Just like one dude, no upper body, gigantic mutant legs.
like the ones we're fighting.
Yep.
He's the cornerstone of the entire jam business. If he falls, we all do.
Launch
yep.
3, 2, 1, liftoff!
You're a smucker.
Bonus challenge success!
Oh my god.
That's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
Oh my god, I'm glad we're done playing this for the night.
Yeah.
My brain is done.
May the King of Olympus guide your journey.
Oh good, the same dialogue again. He always does. He always says the same shit.
Victory!
Fortnite.
And he always plays.
How quickly you have fallen in my eyes.
Oh.
Well, I mean, the main problem is you just play the same missions 10 times over.
Same mission. There's 2. There's 2, man.
It's
they
true.
Don't feel different from each other.
No, the only ones that are good are really just the missions made literally out of bonus missions.
There are 2 or 3 missions in this game. And they feel like the same mission.
Yeah.
And like the upside of Orcs Must Die 1 and 2 is that there's like these nice pre-made levels designed for a specific challenge in mind. But this is just an open flat area where you just make anything.
Yeah.
And like the amazing twist is, guess what? They spawn in 4 different directions in different intervals.
Eventually you have to defend 2 at once.
What? Oh yeah, I got 50 V-Bucks for destroying some server racks. Take that, internet infrastructure of the post-apocalypse, where they really kind of probably need that, actually. Maybe I shouldn't do that.
How else are they gonna send spam email to each other?
Okay, so we need another 9+ mission.
Are we...
Send us your data.
Do you actually envision that we're getting another session out of this game at this point?
The first zone must be defeated. Stonewood has not yet fallen.
There's another, like, 9 quests before we move on to the next of anything. We don't get the Plankerton for another, like... I'm assuming...
Yeah, you guys are still on the knack, aren't you?
I just finished Life and Death. You know what Life and Death is? Combine 2 medical supplies and successful missions in a 9+ zone. By this rate, it's like I'm gonna have to complete another like 29+ missions to get to the next zone.
In a 9+ zone.
It's kind of magic watching you guys like slowly just degenerate on this.
It's just...
Hey, don't tell me that you didn't join in on it.
It's
you were the
so
one who, like,
mindless.
prodded it along.
No, it's true. It's true. It's very true. This is all my fault.
Like skipping like playing so much that you're like hyper grind, just like you're like extra exasperated now.
Actually, I at this point I just find it kind of zen because I don't have to do the requirements. I've already made it to Plankerton.
Super grindy games and
well, there's that too,
and everything. And
I'm
like, I want plot. I want.
You have the exact same brain problem as the completionist.
Yeah, except for I don't actually like
somehow just broken inside.
I don't like 100%ing games. I find that to usually just be like super annoying.
I 100% games
because that's when the treadmill ends, and you can't see that, or your faith will be broken. You need the perpetual motion machine.